Hi, I'm Dana, and today I'd like to share my sales from this past weekend, which was September 3, 4, and 5. And also, I'd like to thank all the subscribers and people who have been liking the videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And also, if I could give a shout out to all the folks who have left comments, and that is Live Life ET, Nakia, Judy, Seiko, DeSanti, Flo, Susanna, Rose, Get a Thrift, Sujo, Naquina, Helen, Salt Flakes, also known as Mimi, Jessica, Leticia, Maria Felicity, One Busy Mama to You, Elizabeth, Jen, Liz Perfectly, and Colleen. Thank you so much for all your comments. I really appreciate it, and snaps to you all. Yeah, and I hope I didn't forget anyone, and if I did, please let me know and I can give you a shout out the next time. Okay, great. So I had a lot of sales this past weekend. It was the Labor Day 3-day weekend, and I thought that it was going to be really quiet, but I ended up having I think it was 31 sales, and actually there's a couple more that came in, but I didn't prepare it for this video. And so what I'm going to do is I might decide to break it up to a part 1 and part 2, and because there's so much, I'm gonna I don't know if I can mention all the different comments, but we'll see how it goes. So anyways, I'll go ahead and get started. I'm also doing this early in the morning because over here in Northern California we're having kind of a little bit of a heat wave, or it's really warm this week, so trying to get a jump on things early. Let's see, so let's go ahead with this one. And I started kind of prepping things. Here is a Poshmark sale. I've had these boots for quite a while, actually. They are I think they're Anne Klein's. Yes, and I probably had them for about a year. So they finally did sell for $25. So happy about this sale. And I'm gonna kind of scoosh everything around a little bit. This is a Poshmark sale, and I've mentioned before that I have learned how to ship by watching McThrifty's videos, and I'll go ahead and link one of Mackenzie's videos below. And what she does is she likes to wrap her items in this packing paper, and then also she uses the USPS free sort of shipping materials. So this is a box, and this is called the shoe box, and you can go ahead onto the USPS website. You can order all these different shapes and sizes of envelopes and boxes. As long as they're not the express mail, you can go ahead and use it for Poshmark. And Poshmark, basically for whatever size shipping box or envelope, they charge, I think it's somewhere around $7, and I think it's 70 cents, somewhere around there. I forgot. But it's actually a pretty good deal, especially for heavier items, and as long as it's under 5 pounds. So really, I think it's a good deal for the customer, and for me as a seller, it just makes shipping really simple. which I really like. I have not been picking up too many shoes lately, so I haven't gone to the Goodwill stores to source in a really long time. And since the bins that I like to go to, I usually shop at the Goodwill bins, and the one that I go to, they don't offer shoes or hard goods in their bins. If you wanted to order like a big box of shoes, they call it a Gaylord, you can do that at the bins that I go to. And I do see resellers, you know, they go ahead and they go through these big Gaylord boxes too. Would I ever order, you know, a big box like that? You know, I can't say never, but I don't feel like that's my my type of business. And you know, I like to hand pick every item. To me, I guess to me also, that's the reason, you know, why I got into reselling, is because I do like to source. I like to find these items, and I think, you know, by buying in bulk, it kind of takes away from that experience. You know, not to say that it's not great for everyone. It's, you know, obviously great for a lot of people, but, you know, it's just not my thing. So next is another Poshmark sale, and it is this really lovely push-up bra by Juicy Couture, and it's lace. It has this really cute charm, the JC charm in the center, and it is in really good condition. So happy about this sale. I've had it for probably, I want to say maybe like about 3 months or so. So yeah, so, you know, happy that it's sold. And let's see, Poshmark. Yeah, this bra sold for $19. So to me, that's a, you know, a really great sale. One thing that happens with my bins is that rather than charging a certain amount by the pound, my bins charges by the item. So, you know, whereas it's a super great deal if you're at a bins that charges by the pound, you know, as far as picking up bras. But for me, you know, it's $1.50, so you know, which is still not bad. I mean, it's especially, you know, if you can find a great brand like Juicy Couture, where, you know, buyers are willing to pay, you know, $19, because it does have a really good, you know, sale price. So I think I'll do one more. But otherwise, for other bras, they don't sell for, you know, too much. So I have to be really careful when I pick up bras, and you know, as far as like the brands and things. So let's see. Okay. Okay, and then next are these Nike cargo sweatpants. And I have been picking up Nike and Adidas sweatpants as long as they're in really, good condition. And I thought that these were in good condition. They have the cargo pants on the pockets on the side. So these are, pretty thick and soft. So, decided to get these. And I do pick up both men's and women's. I don't usually pick up children's items unless it's something really special. Then I'll go ahead and experiment and try to sell for kids. Eek. There. Let's see, let me get this. Put this over here. Okay. So these sweats sold for $9. I probably had them listed for about $14 or $15. They're not in perfect condition, so got an offer for $9. I went ahead and accepted it, and wanted to move this out so I can get other items in. And I do notice that I have been having, kind of equally. I had sales on both Poshmark and eBay this, weekend. And I've had some, pretty good sales, as far as like the amount. And I really do think it has to do with, summertime. It tends to be, lighter weight and not as substantial items as, let's say, sweaters and jackets and things like that. So, oh, no, I forgot the tag. Let's see, I'm going to give this one this color. So I like to add, Mackenzie uses a thank you sticker, and, she's pretty much a high volume reseller. And so she used a thank you sticker. I've started using a little heart tag, and I like to just handwrite my thank you on there. So I like to take some yarn or some twine and put the tag on. Oh, okay, so I made a big mistake by pulling the adhesive protector off before. Okay. Okay. Oh, I have two. All right, so I have two. Go ahead and do this one first. Okay, so next are these Levi's women's, they're called the Perfectly Slimming 512 Bootcut jeans. And they have these little studs on the back pocket that form sort of that, I don't know what you call it, that Levi's detail. So these, actually I picked these up fairly recently, and when I listed them, it probably took maybe a few days, and someone, you know, went ahead and bought these jeans. So this was, you know, a very fast sale. And I really like turning around my inventory, turning around my items quickly. So this is great. Let's see, Levi's, right? Yeah. These sold for $24. I think that was this was a full price sale. So, you know, really good sale. It's funny because I do like to pick up Levi's, and you know, more the modern Levi's. If they're modern, if they're like 505, 550s, 511, 514s, they won't, you know, often won't sell for very much, and those are all men's. But when I do pick up the women's, they tend to sell a little faster, and you know, and in this case, you know, $24, it sold for, you know, a good amount. So there's, you know, for me, I've noticed that, you know, women's jeans, Levi's jeans, sell pretty well. So. Yeah, there's the tag. Oh, and hi Gietta Thrift, how are you doing? You know, thank you so much for your comment. I really, you know, appreciate hearing from you, and thank you so much for the invite to the Sacramento bins this past weekend. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it. My daughter's future mother-in-law is in town, and it's Lena. And Lena, if you're watching, hi Lena. It was so good to see you this weekend. So yeah, because of that, I had to. I wouldn't be able to make, you know, the trip over to Sacramento. Let's see. So these jeans, yeah, I think. But I hope you guys had a really great time. And yeah, you mentioned that bins actually has some air conditioning, which is great. Yeah, because this weekend was pretty warm. So but yeah, I did go to my bins on the weekend for you know, for a short time, and then, you know, had to like clean house and do grocery shopping and, you know, kind of all that stuff to prepare for, you know, Lena coming to stay with us. So okay, so the next item is a super cute little bralette, and it's a Free People bralette. I had this actually for a while, and I finally went ahead and listed it, and when I listed it, I think the next day it sold. So this sold for $10, and you know, I think that's actually a great sale. Let's see. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this in some tissue paper. Just because it's, you know, a smaller, such a tiny item. I think it's okay if it, yeah. Yes, but the Sacramento is pretty great. I know they have, you know, 3 bins in Sacramento. Sacramento's, is California State Capitol, and you know, every time I've gone there, like, I think downtown is really beautiful. Really, back when my youngest used to play volleyball, they had these big tournaments in Sacramento, so we would spend all day in the convention center, but then, you know, get a chance to walk around and have, you know, lunch or dinner somewhere else. So, okay, so this one. Also, so, you know, I did go to the bins a little bit, and then on Sunday, I actually saw Julie. So, hi, Julie. So good to see you. And thank you so much for handing over the Juicy Couture tracksuit, the velour tracksuit. So I saw Julie there on Sunday, and you know, I really love sourcing on Sunday. It's just really quiet. The bins opens really early in the morning, so you know, another reason I like it, you know, it's quiet. But I saw Julie there, which is really fun to see because we get a chance to chat. And you know, she's like, oh, did you find anything, you know, good? And I said, oh, actually I found a Juicy Couture velour tracksuit. And she's like, oh, really? And she said, yeah. And then like minutes later, she goes, oh, I found one too. So, you know, it might have been the same person, I guess. But then, you know, as she was leaving, she was like, oh, you know, I did see a couple of stains and things. I don't know if you're, you know, I was going to throw it back. Did you want it? And I'm like, oh, yeah, definitely. You know, I'll take a chance, and, you know, I'll look through it. And so from what I could see, the stains were pretty small. You know, I decided to go ahead and try to, you know, remove the stains. But they look like they're more like, almost like little bleach marks. So I just decided that, you know, I'll go ahead and disclose it and, you know, say that there's flaws. But yeah, but thank you so much, Julie. I really appreciate you. And it was great seeing you too. Okay, so next is these Lululemon shorts. They are in good condition, and let's see, where is it? I think I got a full price. This is a full price sale of $27. So, you know, definitely happy with this sale. I think $27 for shorts is pretty good. Pretty great sale. But again, you know, I do take a look at comps and, you know, try to price pretty competitively. And you know, and then that way can get sales, and then the algorithms recognize, you know, that I'm getting sales, and they keep sending me more eyes to my items, you know, more potential buyers. So but you know, again, with fall items, fall and winter items, you know, they just have a higher ASP. So, you know, I'm able to list higher, and, you know, because of that, you know, the sales have been, you know, better. So, yeah, Q4 is, you know, pretty great. And actually, I learned that it's not even fall until I think September 20th or something. So, you know, we still have a little bit more summer to go. And it is kind of mixed, you know, so with this pair of shorts, I think some dresses and things I've been selling. And there. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, so next we have this. I've had for a really long time, so you know, very happy that it's moving. It's a lovely suede sort of mini skirt, and actually it's not really that mini. It's right about at the knee, in this really pretty brown color. It is an Lord and Taylor, so you know, I believe that's a really good brand. Let's see. This skirt probably had for about a year, and it did sell for $20. So a really nice sale. Let's see. I think I can do that. Should be okay. I love the smell of leather. It's one of my favorite smells. I remember as a kid, there was this leather store in Hawaii. And you know, my mom's from Hawaii, and so, you know, I have a lot of family there, and we would spend the whole summer in Hawaii. And so there was this one really big shopping center, Ala Moana shopping center, and they used to have a leather shop there. And I just, you know, when I was young, I used to love to go in there and just smell all the leather, and I don't know, kind of a nice memory for me. But yeah, I like to visit my family in Hawaii. We didn't do that this summer. We did it last summer, you know. So, you know, maybe next summer we can do that. Oh, let's see. Here we go. I have been picking up quite a bit of leather at the bins, you know, especially for fall and winter coming up. So lots of leather jackets and coats. And I think it was last week I sold 2 leather jackets in one weekend. So, you know, that kind of tells me that it's a good time to pick it up and list it. It's one thing to pick things up. It's another thing to actually list things. Here it is right here. Okay. And okay, so now we also have this Erin Crafts 100% wool sweater made in Ireland, and it's really kind of an unusual style. I love picking up the traditional fisherman's sweater, cable knit, really thick and chunky. This one has, you know, a different style. It's a cardigan with one button in the center, and it also has a collar. Sorry, there's a hair that's tickling me. Also, it's in this really beautiful, you know, purpley plum color. So I actually had this one, I want to say maybe about 8 months or so. So I had this one for a while. I'm gonna take a sip of tea. So I've had this for a while, and I received an offer for $22, and I went ahead and accepted that. So, you know, good offer, you know, in my opinion, but it did sit for a while, you know, and it is a chunkier sweater, so it does take up, you know, space in my inventory. And so, you know, to quote Sonia over at Selling for Good, would I pick this up again? You know, I think I would pick this up again. Yeah, you know, understanding that it might sit a while. And this particular style I think is really cute. So, you know, I think I would pick it up again. Let me see if I can make this a little smaller, because I want to try to put it in. Oh, wow. I don't know if I want to cut the whole thing off. I'll leave that in and let the buyer decide if they want to cut that off. Let's see. There are some styles. I did pick up an Erin sweater that's very, very bulky. I haven't listed it yet because I'm not really sure about the style. You know, I'm a little worried that it was a bad pickup. But who knows, you know? I have been surprised before. So, you know, and in this case, you know, brand is pretty important. I think people know and trust and like, you know, the Irish sweater brands a lot, and Erin is a pretty well-known one. Yeah. So, you know, I should just go ahead and list. I think I've been holding off on listing that Erin because it is quite bulky, and I was thinking it might be nice to list it maybe next month, or, you know, the end of this month. I don't know. I kind of like to time my items, and I know, you know, that's not everyone's strategy. You know, some people just say, oh, you know, they list any season items all year round, and, you know, it sells for them. But sometimes for me, it just makes it helps me with the decision process. Like, okay, you know, let me list, you know, this season items right now, that, you know, it helps me sort and figure out what's next to list. So I kind of like using that as kind of like, I don't know, like a timer for how I schedule my listing. Okay. Yeah, so I do like to send things out in these mailing envelopes. They're Tyvek, so they're very tough. They're strong, and they're very sort of water resistant, so they're protective. And they also, you know, not only can you order these online at the USPS website, but you can also pick these up at, you know, your local post office as well. So, let's see, my hair is crazy. It's really getting warm, so I wanna, okay, here. So I'm gonna switch out this. Put it over here. Oops, fell down. And then let's get this next bucket ready. Let's see. yeah, and then, you know, with, sorry, my allergies are starting to kick up too. So with this many items to ship, I do have my mail carrier come and pick up at my house, but I'm kind of tempted to maybe try to take these down to the post office, just because it's so many for her to scan. And you know, what happens if today is her day off, or you know, her kid is sick or something and she doesn't come in, and you know, I don't know, I just feel like I can't really rely on other mail carriers. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so this is an eBay sale, and it is a Love Linen J. Jill 100% linen button up shirt in this really cool gray color. And you know, happy to sell my linen items, you know, at the end of summer. This is a really nice shirt, really versatile, I think. You know, something that you can wear into fall, and you know, you could probably layer it into winter as well. So when I see J. Jill linen, I pick it up at the bins. Let's see, this was an organic search sale, and the buyer offered me $10, and so I went ahead and accepted. So good sale. And then you know what happens is with eBay, because I'm with eBay, the shipping is a little more tricky. And Colleen, hi Colleen, thank you for your comments. You know, I really appreciate your questions and everything. Colleen was asking, she had a question about shipping. So with items that weigh less than, what is a pound, 16 ounces, you can go ahead and choose first class mail. You don't have to choose priority mail. And so first class mail is much cheaper than you know, the next step up, which is either flat rate. It's usually flat rate, where you get the cardboard envelope. For me, I think that flat rate cardboard envelope costs $7.52. And then for first class mail, if it's under a pound, it kind of depends, you know. So if it's like 4 ounces or under 6 ounces, it's really inexpensive. It comes down to like, I don't know, it can be like $3 or $4 or something like that. And then when it gets more, you know, higher up, like I don't know, above 12 ounces or so, then you know, it kind of gets more into the $6 range. So when I pick up, you know, when I ship out the lighter weight items, I choose first class mail. And I can't remember what this weighed. Gosh, I feel like this probably weighed about, I don't know, 7 ounces, 8 ounces or something. So I probably, and then what I do, and it might be a little excessive, but I actually need to test I have a little kitchen scale. And so, you know, I need to test its accuracy. And because I'm not sure about it, I add 3 ounces just to be safe. And maybe if I go to the post office today, I'll bring my my kitchen scale and test it with their scale, because they have one out in the lobby, which is nice, so I can actually test it. So yeah, so then there, you know, it has first class mail, which is for the lighter weight items, and it's the most inexpensive. And what I do is I don't offer free shipping. I offer, you know, that like for anything that's first class mail, I just go ahead and mark $6.50. You know, I assume that it's going to be like on the higher end. And I don't adjust the price afterwards. I just, you know, figure that it's going to kind of come into, you know, what I make. And it, you know, can end up being like, you know, 25 cents or something. Sometimes it might be $1, you know, if it's very lightweight. But, and then the next step up is, next step up is the flat rate envelope, usually, you know, which is $7.52. So it's not too bad. Okay, so next item that sold on eBay was this Patagonia down puffer jacket, and it's really a really nice jacket, and it's in really good condition. There is some marks and things, and I'm pretty sure I disclosed those marks. It's like a pen mark right in the center. But this one sold as a promoted listing, and I think yeah. Hi, Colleen. Yeah, you had also asked a question about the promoted listing, and I'm definitely not an expert in this, but you can choose what percentage of the sale you want, you know, to go as a promoted listing. So I choose 2%, and I think Colleen was mentioning she's, you know, choosing 3%, and that she just started doing this, and she noticed that, yeah, I'm gonna actually wrap this one because it's so fluffy. It's gonna stay together better. When she didn't choose promoted listing, she was noticing that she wasn't getting as much traffic. And I also kind of did an experiment too. My hair's crazy. I'm just going to take it down. I also did an experiment, and you know, when I didn't choose promoted listing in the beginning, you know, I wouldn't get traffic either. So that's why I just go ahead and select 2% in the beginning. Yeah, and it's very random. You know, people do it. I think people have all different kinds of strategies as far as how they use promoted listings. You know, some people. Let's see, what is this one? I'm going to use this. Some people will, you know, do it way high, like, you know, 10% or something, you know, and then that way they're kind of guaranteed to be, you know, eBay will put their listing everywhere. So I just go ahead and do that. So that was interesting, Colleen, that you noticed that too, you know, how the promoted listings actually did boost your views. Let's see. So yeah, this Patagonia puffer jacket sold for $39, and you know, to me that's a good price. You know, and again, $39 is a great sale for me. You know, since I'm a bin shopper, you know, my cost of goods for this jacket is $1.50. So turning $1.50 into $39 is pretty good for me. And I think that was also an offer, you know, and I went ahead and accepted. Okay. This also sold really fast. Probably sold in about maybe a couple weeks. So, good sale. Okay, next we have this great laundry vintage t-shirt. It's this pirate t-shirt. And what I love about it is that it has on the back, it has a back hit right at the bottom. You know, a couple of little pirates and the treasure chest. So, really fun t-shirt. It's single stitch, and the thing with Great Laundry is that Great Laundry is a brand out of Japan. So the tricky thing about vintage tees is that to me, is that it depends on how people are searching the item. You know, do they search by brand? For example, if there's a really great, you know, they love vintage tees that are beefy tees or liquid blue or Great Laundry or something like that, you know? Or do they, you know, do they search more like, oh, looking for, you know, vintage Grateful Dead, you know, so they're looking for a specific brand or band or something, you know. So let's see. Oh, I'm not going to wrap this one because it's going in. This is a first class mail, and so for this I'm going to go ahead and just wrap it with the yarn. You know, and then the main reason I wrap it with the yarn is so that it holds the thank you tag. It also keeps the item together, so it doesn't just, you know, flop around or open, you know, unfold. And it's also very lightweight, so you know this yarn is not adding extra weight to the first class mail that the customer has already bought or the buyer has already purchased. So you know, I don't want to go over in weight because then this won't get delivered. I think it won't get delivered, and that would be terrible. Don't want to risk that. Okay, so next we have this Torrid hoodie jacket, striped hoodie jacket, and it's really a fun, cute jacket. I really like the style of this with the stripes, and it kind of has that texture, like that space dye texture to it as well. See, I'm going to need to pause for a second because the hair is crazy today. So I'll just do this for now. Okay, hopefully that'll stay. Sorry. Yeah, so this Torrid jacket, which is really soft and stretchy. It sold for $18 and it was a promoted listing, sold via promoted listing. So this was also a very fast sale. It probably sold in like a couple days after I listed it. There. Okay, so this one is going into a flat rate envelope, and so it's going into flat rate envelope because when I weighed it, it's definitely over a pound. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one too. There. Okay. Alright, I'm going to check on Emmy, make sure she's going to school. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see. Alright, and then with these flat rate envelopes, I like to just smash the bottom. And that seems to, make a nice space so that I can hopefully stuff this guy in here. Yes, great. Also, I got a really great comment from Jen. Hi, Jen. Thank you so much for your comment. I really appreciate you. Jen had mentioned, and I might be getting this wrong, but maybe when I check it out on the computer, I'll kind of clarify. But okay, so I'm going to first do this because it's a little tricky. This part of, eBay is not my favorite. I don't like stuffing. I want the buyers to get the best price. Yeah, this is really full. Let's try it again. I think that will work. So now what I'll do is I'll pull this. There. Okay. There it is. Yes, so what I was going to say is Jen had mentioned that you know, if we do purchase the wrong size envelope and we need to size up, let's say, you can go ahead and cancel the label and then redo it. So, and she actually, I hope that works. She actually, oh, I hope that works. I just kind of messed up the this thing, but I think it scans okay. Maybe I'll write it down on the side. She actually gave me like the path, or like what, you know, where it is on eBay. So I'll go ahead and, you know, let you guys know when I get on the computer. But yeah, thank you so much, Jen. I really appreciate the info. Okay, so I'm going to put this one over here just so that I can make sure I put the address down. I don't know if the address really matters because they scan the bar, but you know, no, I guess it really does matter. I need to make sure that it's all there. Okay, so that sweater, I did say it was $18 promo. And then next item that sold were these shoes. And these shoes I picked up over at the flea market. And, you know, I bought these for $3.50. So, let's see. So these chunky Oxford shoes sold as a promoted listing for $30, which to me is a really, you know, really good sale. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and wrap each shoe. I think I can do this. I bought 2 pairs of shoes at the flea market, and I didn't list the other one yet, so I'm just, I don't know, I keep looking at them and saying, oh, I have to list these. I mean, they're Merrell hiking boots for women, so it would be great if I could do that. But usually what happens is I forget about them, and then later on I see them sitting around and I'm like, oh shoot, I need to list those. So let's see, where did it, oh, here it is, right here. I'm gonna go ahead and use this. But yeah, so $3.50 for shoes at the flea market is a cheaper price than, you know, Goodwill stores. So I think Goodwill stores, it costs about, I want to say, is it about $8 or $9 for a pair of shoes? Something like that. I just, you know, I don't go to the thrift stores anymore. It's just it's too high priced for me. So, you know, I'd much prefer to just go to the bins and, you know, take my chances there. And since I have a bins that is, you know, about 15-20 minutes away, you know, I think I'm pretty lucky with that. So I try to take advantage of that. And although, you know, the stores are, you know, it's a nice shopping experience, definitely, you know, but I don't know, I like to try to keep my cost of goods really low. Shoot, there, okay. Okay, that's gonna be good. Oh wow, I think I'm going through this pretty fast. Let's see, this is the last one. So maybe what I'll do is, let me just go through some of the comments and then, so with Jen's comment, she said to cancel a shipping label on eBay, if you go to your seller hub, then you go to orders, then you go shipping labels. On that page, find the item and select action, void label, and you can get refunded. Then print another label to buy a new one. So really great information. Yeah, thanks a lot, Jen. Really appreciate you. And hi, One Busy Mama to you. So good to hear from you. She says, hi Dana, hi Sven, great haul. So she noticed when she first gets to the bins that it takes some time to get started in finding the treasured items. But then that's where the real problem comes. I find them and I have the worst time leaving because I keep thinking, oh, there's more here. I should stay just a few minutes longer, which turns into hours. Yeah, I actually, I can fall into that pretty easily, you know, because the rotations come out and, you know, the thought of, I don't know, almost like the fear of missing out, FOMO, you know, like, oh, that next rotation, that's going to be where all the bangers are, you know, in that rotation. So I totally, you know, get it. But that's why it's nice when you can find a few great items in the beginning, because then it's almost like, okay, well, I can leave anytime now. So yeah, thank you, One Busy Mama. I really appreciate you. And oh wow, hi Elizabeth. Yeah, sure. You're welcome. Yeah. So Elizabeth, you know, I let her know that I did keto too for a while. You know, I dieted, and you know, I was able to lose over 20 pounds, I think in a year or something, or yeah, 2 years. And she actually did keto 2016, and she lost 53 pounds. So that's awesome. Really, really great. And then, but recently she wants to go back on keto and she just can't stay on it. It is tough, you know. Yeah, she was mentioning she can't get past the keto flu stage, which is your body getting used to, you know, not having carbs, not running on glucose. You know, your body needs to change and be able to run on fat so you can burn your fat. And that takes a while, and you start to feel really sick and bad. But then once the keto flu part is over, then it's, you know, then you're feeling good again. So anyways, and then, you know, for those of you who love carbs, you know, it's a tough one. Or if you're in a household where the rest of your family's having carbs, that could be really tough too. So, you know, I totally, you know, understand about that, because my younger one, she she won't give up the carbs, you know. So yeah, thank you, Elizabeth. So good to hear from you. And Leticia, hi, good to hear from you, Leticia. Let's see. She says she loves my packing strategy. Thank you. Yeah, oh, yeah, she said you really put love and care into your, packaging for your buyers. And thank you for subscribing, and thank you for noticing that you thought you subscribed but didn't. So, I really, really appreciate you a lot. So, and so good to hear from you. And Sujo, hi Sujo. Yes, so Sujo also thinks she likes the yarn method. Yep. And yeah, because it doesn't add that much weight, and it also, adds a little pop of color, which is nice. And so she says that her mom has a bunch of yarn that she can go ahead and repurpose. So yeah, I think that's great. That's the other thing is if you can get the yarn for free, or for really cheap, like at the bins or something, then it's great to use. So yes, thank you. I hope you're having a wonderful week. I hope everyone is having a wonderful week, or will have a wonderful week, and we'll have lots of really great sales too. So thank you so much, Sujo. I appreciate you. And hi, Nakina, or I'm sorry, Naquina, which is even better. Let's see. Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, so she likes the way I wrap the items. And so she said you inspire me to accept more offers. Sometimes I get so bugged with lower offers, but you made that comment from the other day, other eBay seller, and I think it's Tech and Sports, that he mentions that he accepts all offers, or he counters all offers, and feels grateful for anyone who would even send, any offer. And so she's been thinking about that. I also see how you accept offers I wouldn't think about accepting, but I like your idea of keeping things moving and shopping more. Awesome. You do keto? Me too. Oh, cool. You look great. Oh, thank you. I'm also impressed with what you can fit into those envelopes. Also, I finally joined Whatnot. And yeah, I'm going to have a show this coming up Thursday. It's going to be a mixed show, again, men and women's items, as well as modern and thrift. So it's going to be Thursday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Times, and would love to see you guys there. Don't feel obligated to buy anything. Just come and hopefully enjoy yourself. You can also work while you're listening, but would love to see you there. So yeah, thanks, Niquina. And Jessica, hi Jessica. Okay, so she's as a new reseller, I'm very thankful to have stumbled upon your channel, because I really appreciate your transparency when talking about your reselling journey, all the while doing it with a very relaxed and easygoing manner. Thank you. That's what a nice comment. This is a very refreshing change from the over-the-top videos that I see from other resellers. Also, as a Bay Area native, I'm sending you snaps. Yeah, snaps to you. All the way from my new home in Placer County. Well, Jessica, thank you so much for your awesome comment. I really, really appreciate you, and, would love to hear about your journey too as a new reseller. So please keep us posted and let us know, what you've been selling, and picking up, and how things are going. I'd love to hear from you. And thanks for your, awesome comment. And hi Salt Flakes, also known as Mimi. Oh, snaps to you. Yeah, guaranteed tough. Thank you so much. I love your comment. And Susanna. Oh, hi Susanna. So good to hear from you over in Alaska. Days ago I asked myself why I don't sell. Now I have the answer. You sell because you do a lot. You list constantly. Yeah, constantly. You are on different platforms. You make videos behind these videos of items sold. There's a lot of work. Congratulations, Dana. I have a lot to learn from you. Aww. That's why I watch your videos. Susanna, you really do inspire and motivate me. I love getting your comments and hearing how you're doing. And, you know, if you love this, if you love reselling, then you'll get there, you know, and you will sell. You know, it just, like you said, you're already picking up on some things, you know, listing consistently, you know, and just kind of working hard, making sure you're sourcing the right items. And I don't know, I almost feel like your story is so compelling, you know, living in Alaska, you know, all the way from Mexico, and now you're in Alaska. You know, you have your Etsy shop where you know, crochet hats. You're a new reseller. I don't know, it's just really compelling. If you start a YouTube channel, please let us all know so we can follow and watch you. So yeah, thank you all for these awesome comments. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, and this is the last one from Saturday and Sunday, and then I have a whole bunch from Monday, so I think I'm going to break it up into 2 videos. So I think that makes the most sense. So this last sale was a Poshmark sale, and it was a bundle sale. So, you know, I kind of went back and forth with the buyer, and you know, I don't get upset, or, you know, I don't get upset with lowball offers, really. You know, if I were to be purchasing, I might put in a lowball offer myself, you know, because I want the best deal. So it kind of makes sense to me. But then, you know, I just counter, and you know, if I really want to move an item, I'll just counter, you know, very fairly, like maybe just $5 more than what they offer, $10 more, whatever. If I think that, you know, the item is, I want to sit on it for a while because I think I can get more, then, you know, I'll go ahead and just offer something that's just a, you know, $5 or $10 from the list price. But in this case, she put it together a bundle, and it's these Madewell, the perfect vintage jean. And I've been finding, I think I found like 3 of these, and they're the ones with the unfinished hem on the bottom. I found 2 unfinished hems, and then also a cropped hem, yeah, cropped one. So these, the way I figured out the sale is these sold for $20. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, these sold for $20, and I had listed these, I think, like a couple days, and you know, got the offer. And then also she bundled this Madewell sweater. It's kind of like a mock net sweater, and I think this is their coziest yarn. Really cute, very soft and stretchy. And this one I actually had for quite a while, so you know, I was happy to move this one, although we are going into fall and winter, so I do think this one's going to, you know, it would eventually move. You know, this really pretty sort of dusty pink color. Let's see, I think that'll do. This one, the way I broke it up is that this one sold for $10, and so, you know, altogether this was a $30 sale. So I am going to wrap each one. Yeah. Yeah, so with the Whatnot sale, I'm gonna have quite a few free people items. I might have some Madewell, some vintage pieces, some Anthropologie pieces, and then I'm gonna have, you know, a bunch of tees, graphic tees, band tees. What I'll do is I'll just let that one go. And I have a really cool, is his name Wayne Gretzky? He is the kind of famous hockey player. I have a jersey, and I'm not sure, but I'm thinking about auctioning that off on Whatnot too. And some other jerseys. I have some Raiders jerseys. I have, you know, kind of quite a few sports things, and some fun, you know, band tees and things like that too. Some vintage things, and I think I'm going to do the pink. So, you know, hopefully, you know, you guys can come and, you know, check it out. I definitely try to do, you know, good deals for Whatnot, because I don't know, I just feel like, you know, it's resellers, and resellers are my friends. You know, I guess it's not all resellers. I think some are just, you know, regular shoppers and things. But you know, I kind of feel like, you know, providing good deals is important. I'm still, you know, not sure if it makes sense for my business. Like, you know, is it profitable for me? And I think each time I do a show, you know, the potential to make more is there, because you build up your following, you know, things like that. But, you know, I don't know. So, you know, I do enjoy it, but it is a lot of work. So, and you know, when for fall, I don't know, you know, it kind of feels like sales have been picking up for, you know, eBay and Poshmark. So I'm not exactly sure. There's this bright light over here. If you know, how everything's going to fit into my, you know, my business strategy, but you know, we'll see. So anyways, that's it for this part one, and you know, I'll have a part two coming out, you know, shortly. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe and, you know, hit the thumbs up button. And until the next one, take care. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.